All right, so welcome back to another Founder Files, where I share my experiences of what it's really been like to build a business and scale a business with funding. For all you future founders hiding in plain sight. Today, theme, the price of success, the price of progress. It's higher than most people think. I've learned a lot from building bots for that and fighting for our investment, aiming for that life-changing exit for everybody. But there's one truth that I need to share that kind of towers above all the rest, really. And it's that success like this demands sacrifice. And that's not just like a buzzword, not a motivational kind of thing. You know, it's the kind of gut-wrenching sacrifice that explains why most businesses actually never fail never really succeed and never get off the launch pad as such. So if you think about it, there's a lot of things you sacrifice. One is stability. Most people like a bit of stability. You walk away from a comfortable, paid, regular income with a kind of clear career path or ladder, and you swap that for a lot of uncertainty, a lot of absolutely no answers whatsoever, quite a bit of stress, and a future that you're literally making up as you go along. Then you sacrifice time. Time's a big one. It's the one thing you can never get back. You can make more money, you can make more product, you can employ more people, you can't make more time. So that means you sacrifice birthdays, births, weddings, funerals, you name it. Yours, everybody else's. So you sacrifice that. And then comfort. You put yourself in rooms with people and places and situations that you might not like or enjoy, with people who might not believe in you, who might not like you, and vice versa. And you keep moving forward. Failure after failure, rejection after rejection. Or when self-doubt start to kind of creep in, and imposter syndrome, and they keep shouting loudly, sitting on your shoulder, shouting in your ear. And you have to give all that up and accept that you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But one thing I think I've noticed is that with that sacrifice, people notice that. People know, especially investors, I think, they know when a founder is all in on something versus when they're kind of just dabbling with a bit of a side hustle. They know and sense when it's your everything, and that makes a difference. It's not just having a great product, a great plan, everything else, but without knowing that you're all in, it'll make a difference. So they're not just looking for the next shiny idea. That's good, because the founder has to see that through. The founder has to carry it through with their vision and their commitment and their conviction. And they're always testing, I think, when you're going through different funders, trying to find the right one. They'll test whether you've kind of proven that you'll suffer everything for it, and whether you'll crawl through mud and nails, take punches, and still show up every day. Selfish truth is that alongside the sacrifice, you have to be selfish, incredibly selfish. Not the Instagram kind of selfish, the ruthless, tunnel-visioned, I'm blocking out everything else in pursuit of this thing kind of selfish to get that done. And that doesn't make you popular with everybody else, sometimes even with yourself. It doesn't make you pleasant, but it is part of the deal. So I think the thing that I think from today, from Founder Files, is the next time you kind of see someone who's successful as a founder, who's built something incredible and enviable, don't judge them by what you see on the outside, by how smart you think they sound or what advantages you think they have in life, because the truth is you need to judge them by what they've given up or what they've become to do what they've done. Because ignore the TED Talks, the fancy job titles, the exit headlines, the valuations. there's a real price of the success, and it's none of those things. It's it's becoming someone who you might not be comfortable with. And if you're still sitting there as maybe a future founder, sitting hiding in plain sight, but you have to ask yourself if you're willing to pay that price, if you could. And that's the first honest, real question that every future founder must ask themselves, I think. And that's just from my experience. Others might disagree. But anyway, that's been my very honest, genuine Founder Files, episode 4. If you've got more of these kind of behind the scenes stuff and truth bombs, stick around, because there's lots more coming out. There's plenty scars all over this body and stories to tell. So I'll see you in the next Founder Files.